Welcome to the end of the 2032 MLB season. The Pirates have once again won the NL Central. We went 97-65, faded a bit in September, so we did not finish with the best record in MLB. That went to the San Diego Padres, who at this juncture are led by Roberto Esquilin, Sebastian Pena, Jackson Merrill. Who are these two dudes? Oh, this is like an actual dude. He was signed in January of 2025. That's cool. This is a scouting discovery in the game. Who's on their pitching side? Koba, who they got, who is apparently a real player who they got in a trade from the Angels. Okay. Why do I know this guy's name? Oh, yeah. This. Oh, right. This was the Rule 5 pick who in his second year with the Padres won the Cy Young. Okay. So let's look more at the Pirates. That's what we're here for. We're +3 at Pythagorean, plus 140 run differential. I mean, the Padres really smoked us there. Padres are a really good team. And the White Sox also plus 262. Go White Sox. What have they done in this sim? I don't remember like seeing them tear it up a lot like this. Oh, yeah, okay. So they continued to be bad for all of the 20s and now have made the postseason for the second season in a row and won the division for the second season in a row. Good for them. Who's leading them? Is like Kyle Teal there or anything? Oh, Kyle Teal is there, but he put up exactly 0 WAR and a 47 WSOR. Al Porras, who they got in a trade with Minnesota, who is, entered the league in 2026. Jordan Moreno, 2027 pick. Alejandro Cruz, who is a real player, right? Yeah. Okay, anyways, let's take a look at the Pirates. There are a few guys on the stats page here, or not on the stats page here, that I will show you. Let's go by WAR, actually, because this is my playoff roster, and a couple guys didn't make the playoff roster. I will show you. I did make 2 more trades at the deadline, 2 more kind of minorish moves. I brought friend of the pod here, friend of the show, Lawrence Butler back. You remember he was with us from 25 through 27, and he was in Miami, and he was mashing righties. And I had 3 outfielders, Canarella, Pitts, and somebody. Oh, Connor Griffin, who were all below 100 WRC plus and were all worse against righties than lefties. So I brought in Lawrence Butler. These numbers came down a bit for us. He wasn't great for us, only 75 WRC plus, but whatever. I gave up. I got a relief prospect, Kyle Oberle, who pitched well in AA for me, and I gave up Demetrius Rouse, who was just buried on my depth chart. Honestly, like he was having a good season in Altoona for me with a 128 WRC plus, but was just behind a lot of guys, and I don't see him as like a future star. I was fine giving him up for a rental. I mean, a rental plus another guy. And then I also brought in one more reliever, Jairo Iriarte, who has bounced around between Chicago. Oh, never mind. No, he's there. Yeah, he went Chicago, Washington, then to Pittsburgh. Got it. The way these are ordered sometimes, it looks like they went back and forth. I don't think I gave up a lot for him. Oh, I gave up my former second overall pick from the 2026 draft, the bust Brady Harris, who was stalled out in AA for me, but Washington just put him on their roster, and he struck out in 34.8% of the time, but thanks to a 383 BABIP, was able to put up a 94 WRC plus. Like, if you need somebody like a glove, like, he can play, but he just hasn't hit like the guy that we drafted here in 2026. Man, lots of he was a 70. And then, 80 grade power. That is now what? 50, yeah. So, Iriarte came in. So, let's look at the hitting. Javier Garcia led the team in WAR with a 150 WRC plus. Brendan Poulin hit 335 and won the batting crown, 5 WAR. Brad Pronko struggles against lefty but matches against righties, a 115 WRC plus. He's had 3 really similar seasons. 4.1, 4.2, 4.6 WAR, WRC plus between 115 and 130. Carlos Caro faded a bit, but also like his WAR didn't accumulate. You can see, he had a really rough September. He missed like 3.5, 4 weeks, the second half of August to like the first half of September. he had like an oblique strain that he was supposed to miss like 5 days for, and then he ended up, he just kept his return date got pushed back, and then it became unknown. He ended up similar to where he did last year in final numbers, so he faded a bit, but still a really good season for him. Wyatt Sanford, solid glove, led him to 2.8 WAR despite a below average hitting line. Danny McCarty, our backup catcher, who I've actually decided in the postseason, because Sal Stewart has been so poor for us. McCarty was getting more and more playing time down the stretch, but I've actually just put him in at DH now. And I have added a third catcher to the roster. Scott Porter didn't play for us this year, but for the postseason, he's going to be in there. Let's see, Will Duvall. He had a nice second season. He played a bit of everywhere. He played DH. He played first, second, left. So a solid season for him, and he's probably ready for more of a full-time role next year. Cam Canarella, decent center field, 3.4 zone rating, but that's a fade a bit, and he's hitting below league average. So it's really not good enough. Eli Pitts was a bit of a disappointment for you, honestly. I thought with this contact, BABIP, avoid Ks, and then a decent gap power and good eye, I really thought he would put up a better line in full-time duty, but I've still got hope for him. And he played a solid center field when he was out there. Actually, no, he didn't. Wow. He was much better than that, August or so when I checked. Man, negative zone rating out there. Eli, come on, man. Adrian Arizaga was called up later in the year, called back up, and he just lit the world on fire. I don't have anywhere to play him right now, but you can see in September, I called him up on September 1st, and he put up a 170 WRC plus in 15 games. Lawrence Butler, we talked about. Angelo Huerta, international free agent signing from 2027, was ripping it up in AAA. I mean, he started the year in AA, and then in AAA hit well. He did okay for us. He's going to get more playing time, though. I believe in this guy. I think he's going to be a playoff contributor for us. Sal Stewart, we talked about, was pretty disappointing year for him in his second full season as our DH, and he's lost the job. Dylan Dubovic was a 13th round pick, two-way player who I called up on September 1st. He was on the 40-man already. Excuse me. Let me take a sip of water real quick. Maybe I'll cough too. What do you guys think? We'll do it live. So this guy was just mashing in AAA. You can see for the second year in a row. So I called him up, and he had 36 plate appearances and did well. Went yard 3 times. He pitched a little bit too, but the walk rate was equal to the strikeout rate. I think maybe, he might pitch a little in the postseason, but probably not a ton. You might notice that Connor Griffin is missing from this list. He really, really, really faded. 76 WRC plus after 2 pretty solid seasons. I'm not sure that he has a future with us. And I'm filming this in early July. I don't know when you got. I think I've released 4 episodes, so it'll probably be several weeks until you guys see this. Maybe sometime in August. But Connor Griffin is mashing this year in real life. I think he's in high A still right now. He's not on the postseason roster. Chris McCarty was sent back down. Alan Roden he was down the whole year after I optioned him. Justin Hampton was up for a little bit. He's just kind of blocked. 6th round pick from 2028. Let's look at the pitching. You can see no dominant effort here. Let's go to Paul Skeens first, who is way down here with 0.7 WAR. He's just continued to fade since that shoulder injury, and the stamina is now down to 35. Honestly, he's obviously not going to opt out here. And we might have a $40 million reliever in Pittsburgh here towards the end of the deal, which is horrifying. His strikeout rate continues to go down. Walk rate has bounced around a little bit since he had the torn labrum in the middle of the 2029 season. BABIP was back up. Home runs are up a bit. So, I left him in out of respect as my number 3 starter in the postseason, but he probably shouldn't be. Yanil Correa, who in the last episode we traded for, really nice addition to our rotation. And then Ed Ramos put up a solid enough season that he's going to start game 2 in the postseason for us. The 2 guys who didn't make it were Lean Verbruggen, who honestly should be in the rotation. 21 starts, 3.72 ERA, 3.59 FIP, but just out of respect for Mr. Skeens, I'm going to put him in the bullpen. And then Dylan Jordan, he just hasn't flourished like we hoped he would for us. I mean, just an average season. 4.21 ERA, 4.22 FIP. Strikeouts are up. Walks are about the same. Yeah, he's been fine. He's been a stable mid-rotation arm for us. We were hoping he would return to that Cy Young form. Justin Martinez, of course, came back, and he was really good for us, 2.02 ERA in 26 innings. Little and Barrios formed the back end of the bullpen here. Little you can see with a 2.27 ERA. FIP not bad either. Barrios is, I went out of order here, so no. Oh, yeah, Barrios put up 2.2 WAR in 88 innings, 3 R WAR, 1.84 ERA, 2.75 FIP, led the ball club by far with the 26.5 strikeout to walk percentage. I should say Dylan Jordan was our second best starter if you don't count Verbruggen, who was only up part of the year. Almonte, Tiedemann, they were okay. Iriarte for us struggled a bit, 4.38 ERA. FIP was a bit lower at 3.98. So that's the squad. And then team stats, our offense did fade a bit there in the second half. We fell from first in most of these categories to second. And by second half, I mean September, we went 12 and 14. And then the starters ERA was okay. Fielding was great. Bullpen was really good. And now we go to the postseason. And you can see here we will face the winner of the Dodgers and Phillies, which is really just pretty scary, the Phillies part of it, because, I mean, the Dodgers don't scare me as much. Why don't they have the X next to them? Strange. Did they tie somebody if they got a play-in game? No, they've got the Phillies. Weird. We are in the playoffs have begun. Like, the regular season's over. I don't know why I wouldn't have the X yet. That's weird. So they wouldn't scare me. But the Phillies, they won 88 games, but you can see they have Wyatt Langford, who put up 6.5 WAR, Gunnar Henderson, 8, Gunnar, who put up 6.5. They only won 88 games for some reason. They also have Ellie De La Cruz. Is he hurt or something? Oh, he is hurt. Fractured foot. He'll be back soon, though. He might be back for the series if they're smart enough to take him off. But, yeah, I don't really totally understand why this team wasn't better. I mean, they don't really have any holes. They have a lot of all-star level players. They were first in runs scored, 12th in runs allowed, so their pitching is not great. Their number 3 starter has a 5.28 ERA. Their closer, this was a starter. Man, this guy started 12 games and put up a 9.73 ERA. They traded for him, and he bombed, and now he's in their bullpen. But, yeah, they've got some ugly pitching, so that would be an interesting series. Doesn't scare me as much as I thought, I guess. I guess I understand now why they weren't as good, because that pitching just wasn't good. But let's look at the playoff tree and just see kind of like what happens here. See, I'm just gonna salmon. The Dodgers won the first game. Dodgers and Diamondbacks. Okay, so the Dodgers and Diamondbacks swept. We'll play the Dodgers, who I think I'd rather face. We've got Sox and Yankees advanced over the Guardians, and then Jays beat the Rangers, and they'll face the Astros. Who's heading up the Yankees team here? Wade Meckler, Anthony Volpe still there, Luke Adams, Jordan Walker, Miguel Blaze. Henry LaLane is a real-life dude, right? Yeah, he's like a real-life pitching prospect for them. I'm sure they'd be happy if he turned in an all-star. Bubba Chandler, of course. Glass now is there. Free agent signing for cheap, so he's faded. They've got Clase, Imanaga, Smith Scheuer in their bullpen. Morejon is their specialist. Bo Naylor. That's funny. Edwin Arroyo. Okay, so we've got the Dodgers now. Let's take a quick look at them. No Mookie Betts or Freddie Freeman here anymore. Yamamoto is still here and had a great year at the age of 34. Led the league in WAR, FIP minus, was 17 and 6. Dow, Crochet, old friend of the squad, Cameron. Is it Madzinski? Who knows? One of you guys do, and you'll put it in the comments, and I'll say cool. He's their closer. Holy crap! This guy, Pablo Flores. I remember this guy. This is the guy with the 25 avoid Ks who entered the league as a free agent that they signed to an 8-year deal at like $276 million, and he's had I think 2 seasons now. Yeah, and he's led the league in slug. How much does he strike out though? He strikes out 244 and 264, but he walks a bunch too. And his OPS was 10.02. This is awesome. I like this guy a lot. I hope he plays till he's 40. Imagine if he played like 10 more seasons and hit another 600 home runs, like join the league at age 30 and like almost becomes the home run king. Wow, I love this. Does he play in the field at all? He does. He plays first base. Wow. Okay, so I guess we know who's powering their offense. Because they're only 12th in runs scored even with him. Oh, and their pitching's really good. Did they have anybody else who hits? Yeah, Juan Benjamin, who they got from Cleveland. He's also good. But they only have 3 bats above league average. Nelson. Oh, Mookie Betts is still there. Mookie, very part-time player in the last year of his deal. That's fun. Will Smith is still there. He's got another year left. Wait, this is not the right. I thought Will Smith had like a 10-year contract. 10-year, $160 million deal. Is his contract not right in the game, or do I have that wrong? I don't know. But he's been bad for quite some time. After like 2028, he really fell off. Well, I guess he really fell off after 2029. Okay, so, that team doesn't scare me, which means they'll probably sweep us. We'll probably sweep us. Let's do some box scoring here in the postseason. Let our manager do his thing. Oh, we won. Sanford is out for 2 weeks with bicep tendonitis. Well, that sucks because he's our starting shortstop. Arizaga is really, I think, pretty suitable to play short. How is his number? Yeah, he's had a positive zone rating in 7 starts there. I mean, he's played 75 innings, so he's coming at different times. He's a good defender, and I imagine he'll get all the starts there. We'll just leave the depth chart alone because I assume that I don't know why he wouldn't get the starts there. Oh, yeah, Terrence Keeley to DFA. Let's send him there. So we won 6-4. So we were up 6-2. We were up 3-1, 3-2, 6-2. Garcia had a 2-run double and a 2-run homer. A double from Poulin. So Garcia leading the way. Huerta had a triple. Poulin, yeah. Only 6 hits, and Garcia had 2 of them. One was a double, one was a home run. He drove in 4. Cure was good. Almonte, for some reason, pitched 2 innings and wasn't great, but the rest of the bullpen held it together. All right, let's see what we can do in Game 2. Oh, I forgot to check what their home run dude did, if he went yard. We got an autosave here. But their guy, basically their entire offense. I remember when that guy came out. And I saw them commit $36 million to him. We lost. And I was like, man, that could work out. I don't know how this player's going to play. Yeah, he went 0 for 4, 3 Ks. All right. So we lost this one. We gave up 5 in the top of second. Ramos only made it 2 innings. And Tiedemann and Jordan pitched well, tried to hold us in the game. We had 13 hits. 13 hits. And we only scored 3 runs. They had 6 runs on 5 hits. Flores walked and struck out twice. That's a frustrating loss. Scattered 12 hits and a walk across 5 2/3 there. All right, now we go to LA and we got Paul pitching, which is like not the best feeling. Let's make sure they're starting the right shortstop. Yeah, they did. Jesus, we lost this one. Ay. This guy posted. I've never really been interested in the posted players. They're never very good. Hardly ever see a good one. Went down early again. Yeah. Paul did not make it out of the 3rd. Yamamoto shut us down. Man. Let's see. Keep it alive? Nah. The elusive World Series. Oh, man. We were up 3-2, 4-2 when we blew it. Almonte gave up 3 runs. Cure, did he get hurt or something? No. Quick hook. 59 pitches, 3 1/3. He put Dubovic in. I probably should have turned him into a one-way player here. Garcia went yard again. Man. So this guy won MVP. Oh, this guy hit .412 with 2 homers, 4 RBIs. In the regular season, he had a 66 WRC plus and 272 plate appearances. I mean, what can you do, right? Like, playoff baseball, baby. That's pretty annoying, but whatever. We've got an interesting offseason ahead. Got to make some moves to open up some salary because we don't have much budget room. We're going to have to work around the Paul contract for the next several years. I mean, I think I can keep him in the rotation as like a number 5 starter next year, but then I feel like it's going to get uglier and uglier. And honestly, like with a 55 stuff and like these 2 pitches, I'm a little surprised he's not better than he is. Significant losses on the movement. Well, I don't really want to. I don't know. I don't. I think we're just rearranging deck chairs there. Yeah. So another disappointing end. Still no World Series, despite just like probably the best regular season run in Pirates history. But we fell short again of our ultimate goal, and for that I apologize. But thank you for watching, and maybe 2033 will be our year. Have a good one. Bye.